where the bullet wound of entrance was situated in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And I will show you, okay. The skull was opened originally to take the brain out and examine it, and it is hollow inside, but in order to remove the brain, an electric saw was used, and the top of the head was, the top of the skull was lifted away, and the brain was approached. It is now placed back so that the skull is whole, and yeah, well, let's put it back.
Sorry.
In order to visualize this, I made a hole in the back with a drill. I made a hole in the back of the head and showed the put a probe into the hole and guided the probe from the back here, where you can see the probe going into the back of the head and out in the right side, up a little higher than the entrance wound, and at that point there is another hole that I made because the bullet went through the bone and lodged under the skin. And it lodged under the skin for the simple reason that the skin is elastic, stretched, lost its the velocity of the bullet, because the bullet stretched the skin in the temple area, in the upper temple area, and at that moment the bullet stopped, and it was located in that location. So there was no complete exit. There was only an exit from the skull, but not an exit from the head. And that was that bullet was in a shape that, well, when I did the autopsy, the findings were, as I stated, the bullet had been removed, but the small fragment of bone from the area were available and showed me what actually had happened. And if you have any questions, please ask me.
Do you want to read from your report?
I will do some more testing and some more inquiry into what is known already. And I'd like to do that because these observations at the scene, which I obviously did not attend, but those who did will provide the information.
I want everybody to know the probe that Dr. Spitz is using to show this is standard protocol in these types of cases to show the trajectory or the path of the bullet/missile.
Yes, that's
so
correct.
It's not something that's being done to dramatize anything. That is actually how to do it. Dr. Spitz, will you tell the folk what is it that you believe that actually killed Patrick?
There's no question what killed this young man. The young man, by the way, was only 26 years old. He weighed an estimated 150 pounds. He was...
you say 5'9" as well. 5'9"?
No, he was not. Yeah, he was about 5'9", 5'8" or 5'9", but probably 5'9".
Okay.
And the bullet entered in the back of the head, below. Let me show you on myself.
Okay.
Can you see it? Can you see my finger pointing to where the entrance wound was located? And it exited from the skull, not from the head, from the skull, right there.
And they want you to turn around one more time.
And it lodged under the skin. Why under the skin? Because the skin is elastic. See, I put my skin away from the skull. That is where the bullet was located. And why it was located there? Because it had by now, when it reached up here, it slid along the interior surface of the bone. You see, the skull is sort of like a ball, like round in this location. So when the bullet traveled along, this is all in milliseconds, traveled from the back of the head to this location along the inner surface of the bone until it hit this area of the bone. It broke it and lodged partially inside the head and partially under the skin.
Thank you. And Dr. Spitz, at some point, we will read from your report, but ladies and gentlemen, while this is very important,